Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So Steam users are banding together and they are contacting Visa in droves over the removal of the adult games, and guess what? It is working. Gamers are not to be messed up with because gamers are very vocal. So this is happening, guys, and it's crazy. If you guys remember, the problem was that Visa and MasterCard started changing some of their rules, and because of that, many games online, itch.io and also Steam, like literally lots of games got removed from their stores in fears that processing payment processors such as Visa or MasterCard would like move away from Steam or itch.io, and they had to they got scared and they removed these games because of the collective shout open letter to these people. And now people are very angry because people are super angry that these companies try to be the moral high ground or the moral standard for people, and they want to tell you how you should use your money. Although they don't say it, that's what's happening, right? So Visa is now starting to get really upset about the blowback they've been getting thanks to censoring anime and games. This is what is happening here. This is from Trepe, this person on Twitter, and he said the following: Visa card representative yelled at me. I called the number and I simply asked about the content guidelines. And then this is what this person got. We've been getting thousands of calls. You've talked to someone. Who did you call? Other people accepted what I said, so why don't you? It's like, what the heck is going on? Basically, Visa is absolutely cooked. Like, they are so angry right now. Their staff, obviously their call centers, they are receiving literally thousands of calls, and yeah, it's happening. It's crazy, right? Reddit users are sending this exact message verbatim to Visa via email, and they are getting responses from the company. If you want to send this to Visa as well as email, copy this and send it to their way. This is really cool. You should definitely send this to them because this one, guys, is a really good one. It says the following: Dear Visa, I am concerned the customer about Visa's recent efforts to censor adult content on prominent online game retailers, specifically the platforms Steam and itch.io. As a long-time Visa customer, I see this as a massive overreach into controlling what entirely legal actions purchases consumers are allowed to put their money towards to. Visa has no right to dictate my or other consumers' behavior or to pressure free markets to comply with vague, morally grounded rules enforced by payment processing providers. Unless these draconian impositions are not reversed, I will have no choice but to stop dealing with Visa and instead swap to competing companies not directly involved in censorship efforts, namely Discover and American Express. That's right, guys, it's happening. People are angry, people are fed up with this nonsense. And honestly, this is exactly what we have to do. So yeah, call them up. This is like, the numbers here: MasterCard, US, Australia, UK, Visa, US, Australia, UK. So call them up, guys, and send them emails, right? Because, you have the power as users, like tons of you guys are watching me, right? So do it, call them up or send them an email and just copy that message, all right? And just say, please stop using draconian methods to kind of dictate what I can and cannot purchase, or by pressuring different companies with your vague, rules effectively, which you want to enforce by using a so-and-so called moral high ground, which you're basically using. Which is crazy, right? This is the response from Visa. This is what people got from Visa in responses. And even here, right, is just ridiculous. Dear Visa, why are you responding to inquiries like this when you are absolutely forcing companies to toe your moral line? This is a response they got, right? The person got from Ask Visa. Thank you for reaching out and sharing your perspective. As a global company, we follow the laws and regulations everywhere we do business. Okay, fine. While we explicitly prohibit illegal activity on our network, we are equally committed to protecting legal commerce. If a transaction is legal, our policy is to process the transaction. We do not make moral judgments on legal purchases made by consumers. Well, that's exactly what happened because itch.io and Steam removed their games out of fear that payment processors may literally stop working with Steam or itch.io. I mean, literally, right? Visa does not moderate content sold by merchants. No, they don't. They just literally threaten in their guidelines, and that's it. So it's like a soft threat, right? Nor do we have visibility into the specific goods or services sold when we process a transaction. When a legally operating merchant faces an elevated risk of illegal activity, we require enhanced safeguards for the banks supporting those merchants. For more information on Visa's policies, please visit our network integrity page on visa.com. Thank you for writing. It's crazy, man. I mean, like this, it's effectively the debunking that the tinfoil hats are warning us about. Imagine if you create something that the banks don't like and they go one further and freeze your funds. Even easier with a digital currency. We could be on a 14 tentacle road to Gilead. But that's the thing, like literally, like conspiracy people have been saying this for ages and now it's actually happening. Like these companies with their moral high ground. I mean, it has gone so crazy that, for example, Japan's FTC has literally given sanctions to Visa. On top of the sanctions placed, by the way, recently on Visa, Visa has applied for a commitment plan that, as implemented, would force it to comply with Japanese antitrust laws. That's right. So yeah, there we go. So literally, like the Japanese government has had enough, because lots of businesses in Japan are suffering greatly because these companies like Visa and MasterCard want to implement their global views on content, as the CEO of Visa said in one of his videos. And yeah, I mean, like global responsibility and all this crap, right? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's insane. But yeah. Look at this. I called Visa rep, told me that we are global and follow all applicable laws in each region. I very politely told her that it was a lie because the games they stopped people from purchasing were completely legal in those regions and that she seemed like way too nice of a person to be lying. I was told to email them my complaint about them trying to censor illegal purchases of games. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So yeah, this is it, guys. We are winning. Like if you want to help with this, literally all you have to do is just contact them and tell them, email them, like literally tell them, we are not happy. We are not taking this. This is unacceptable. All right, because if Visa is saying that it's committed to protecting legal commerce, then let these companies which publish games, adult games, let them sell their games. Because otherwise, if you say that, you know, this is problematic content and like, you know, these websites have to remove their content out of fear from being debanked or, you know, being not allowed to use payment processors and lose their business, then you are not committed to protecting legal commerce. You are basically being a snob with your own views of your own political agenda. So that's what's happening. This is crazy, guys, but I'm happy that gamers are standing up for this, and together we can still potentially reverse it, okay? Because literally, that's the thing. When these corporations think they have us by the balls, guess what? We are more than them. We are many more than them. We are millions and they're not. So that's the thing. The pressure is on. And if all of our voices are heard, guess what's going to happen? Eventually they will have to listen, because if they don't, people will go away from them, and maybe alternative payment processors such as X payments may come in. People will flock to them and abandon Visa and MasterCard, because why would you support a company which literally wants to censor you? Like literally, right? In a passive aggressive way. I mean, come on. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next ones.